So last night I'm driving home and I'm listening to Audible and I just had this like epiphany. I wonder how much time I've spent listening to audiobooks since I got this app. And I just had this thought, oh my God, I compulsively need to check. So I pulled over the side of the road and I looked, and if you ever use Audible, it's an app. Go to audible.com and it's basically an infinite amount of audiobooks. You can get 1 credit every month for like $10 a month or something like that. Or you can buy credits in packs, and it's totally changed my life. There's other ways to get books out there in the world, but like YouTube and stuff. But I use Audible, and so I pull over to the side of the road and I look. It'll tell you how much hours you listen for the day, the week, the month, the year, well, like forever since you got the account. Now this account I've had since 2015, and I looked at it, and it actually said that I've listened to 7 months, and it was 16 hours and some amount of minutes. And I did the math. It turned out to like 5,056 hours of audiobook listening from now, 2017, November 10th or something, back to 2015. And I did a quick mathematical equation, about 6.5 hours, give or take, a day of audiobooks. How the heck is that possible? What's insane about that is the fact that time adds up. Like you think about it, all the time commuting. So how did I accomplish that without even like purposely like, all right, I got to do this many hours? No, it was just the habit, the compulsion of listening to audiobooks whenever I'm in my car, I'm walking down the street, even if it's to a meeting that's 10 minutes away. If I thought, oh, I'm going to walk to a meeting for 10 minutes away, and I do that 5 times a week, that's 50 minutes a week, that's 200 minutes a month, that's 2,400 minutes a year, and that's a lot of hours, right? So the point is, there's this book called Mastery by Robert Greene, who wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote the Art of Seduction, the 50th Law. I've talked about him in previous videos. If you haven't read the book, check it out. And it's about putting 10,000 hours into something, into a focused craft, a focused discipline, whatever that is, to master it. Recently, I did a video on Tim Grover, Relentless, and he talks about the cleaner. The cleaner is the person that's practiced so hard, no matter what scenario or no matter what situation they could be put in, whatever their craft is, their discipline, their mastery, their method, they will always succeed. They'll always execute the same way. They don't even need to think about it. That's what mastery is about. So there's a part of our brain called the cerebellum, basically where habit is formed, and it's those unconscious like, oh, if we practice shooting a gun, we'll just be able to shoot it without thinking. When we are trying something new, we have to think, which is our frontal lobe, and all the stuff that has to happen to make us think, it makes us slow. So I guess the big question is right now, what are you committed to in your life daily that over time you would become a master? Because in the last 2-ish years, if I've listened to 5,000 plus hours of audiobooks, not counting reading all these books here, about 70% of them hardcover, which is separate from the audio, I'm almost, according to Robert Greene, a master. Now that's not counting 2014, 13, 12, 11, 10 when I was still personal developing. I bring this up because that's my thing to master. If I'm going to add value to others in the context of my ability to think and process and reverberate or speak or orate things that are maybe abstract or hard to understand on a simpler, more profound level for others to form agreement with and become better without thinking, like this is not some preordained script, I'm just talking from stream of consciousness. If I'm going to do that as a living, something that I get purpose from, something I love, I have to be a cleaner when it comes to, I have to be a master when it comes to reading, thinking, learning from others, right? Mentorship. The book Mastery is also about that, finding mentors. So literally, it was insane. I'm through the math, I'm like 6.5 hours a day. Like Michael Jordan, Michael Phelps, Tiger Woods, all these athletes that we know about, they spend hours and hours a day practicing their craft. So mine might be reading. And a lot of people, listen, that has nothing to do with you. Doesn't mean you should read all day long. The question is, what do you want to do with your life? What hours a day are you investing habitually? So you don't have to think about it. It's a part of your life that you're practicing on it to be the best. Because I'll tell you, like truly out of experience, Filming these videos every day for the last 300 days has made me way better at being myself authentically in front of the camera, right? So repetition is the mother of skill. Lately, I've been asked to be on different Facebook Lives, and I've gotten some comments like, hey, you know, you're good, you're yourself. Hey, I wasn't myself a year ago. Go to my YouTube channel, Jay Doran, Jaydoran, and look up my first 20 videos, my first 70 videos. It looked like I had a hemorrhoid. It was really difficult. So mastering something is about putting the time in when you're not even realizing you have the time. It's the time that just goes by while we're doing nothing or thinking about what the things we should do. It's that audiobook in our car. It's that extra 20 minutes of practice when you don't want to do it that will make us a master. Find your mastery. Find yourself. Love you guys. Peace.